In today's video, I will be going over part 2 of this truck dispatching industry startup. You will learn all the most important things you need to know with truck dispatching, how to make the most money with truck dispatching. You will learn the secret ways to make more money in this industry, and also you will learn the key tips and tricks that you need to know to start up this business, guys. If you are a new dispatcher looking to get into this business, I did, as you can see from the last video, if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check out this video right here. But I did not get to upload this full video. It was more than 20 minutes long. I couldn't upload it because my software said, you know, it didn't want to export it. It kept crashing, and we have to get these videos out, pumped out, because this is Black Investors Group where we post daily. So stay tuned for part 2 of this video right after the intro. Woo! Now, also a big thing to start up with dispatching when you are getting your drivers is you want to make sure you have a dispatcher carrier agreement packet, guys, a contract set up going over how much that driver is going to pay you for your services. So this is just a simple contract, you know, going over all of the services that you're going to provide, and at the end of the day, how much you're going to get paid for that service. And the average dispatching servicing fees is 10 to 15% per week. You know, it ranges from 7 to 10% on the norm. 15% is kind of high, but that's up to you to charge 15% if you just see and just know that there is a driver that's new to this business, and you're probably the first dispatcher that contacted them, and they're gonna go with that 15%. So start at 15%. They're gonna say 10%, keep it at 10%, see if you can get at 12%. Also, another option is that you can do the $300 or either $400 a week fee. So this would be if your driver is consistent, they're working with you every day, then you would charge them a $400 fee at the end of the week, which is pretty much saying you're still getting 10% of the load, because if that driver makes $4,000 for the week, boom, $400, 10%, just like that. And another very important thing, and this might be one of the most important things in this business, is you want to have a carrier packet set up, and you want to have an organized carrier packet filing, guys. And what I mean by this carrier packets is it's pretty much all of your driver's information, none of your information. All right, as the dispatcher, it's none of my information ever going on none of this paperwork, except, you know, my legal business paperwork that's up to me. But everything that's doing with the broker and these loads is going to be the driver's information. And this is where the carrier packet comes in, because you will need their name, their business name, address, all of their business information, all of their personal information, all of their trucking information, guys. You will need the dimensions of this truck, the height, the width, and the length of this truck, guys. You will need the dimensions, you will need the amount of weight that they can carry, and you will need to know if they are dock height. Now, dock height meaning that the back of that truck is I believe it's like 4 feet high, or, you know, 4.5 feet high, so that it could easily back up to that dock, because the U-Haul trucks are lower, they're not dock height, so you can't accept loads with the U-Haul truck, because when your driver gets to that dock, his truck's gonna be down here, man, and they're not gonna be able to load them up. It's simple as that. So you need to make sure that all your drivers have dock height, and you want to make sure that they have a lift gate as well. Now, this lift gate is not necessary. It's only, you know, for loads that's not warehouse to warehouse. Now, when you are booking these loads, you can find out if they need a lift gate or not. You just find out if it's a warehouse to warehouse, if this warehouse, you know, is dock height, or if it's a residential load or not. And by residential, of course, going to a home, delivering to somebody's home, or picking up from somebody's home, you're gonna need a lift gate, because, you know, you need to lower your lift gate down, roll the product, roll the freight onto the lift gate, lift it up, and then move it in the truck, guys, if it's, you know, a home delivery. And that's when you're gonna need to know if they have a lift gate or not. So those are the 3 main requirements that is on this carrier packet, besides the basic personal and business information. But once you have these carrier packets filled out by your driver, you just simply want to save it into your files, guys. If you are a paper person, have a whole folder of all your driver's carrier packets lined up. And if you are more of a computer person, have it in a whole file. Carrier packets, have Steve, have Mark, have Dave, have Johnson, even though that's the last name, but have all of their names going with their paperwork, because when you do book these loads for your drivers, guys, say you're booking a load for Steve, you need to go to Steve's file, you need to pull out his carrier packet information, and when you're filling out the packet for the broker, because when you book these loads, not only are you just contacting the broker asking for the load, you're also filling out a carrier packet. This is why the driver is mainly paying you, okay? One reason the driver is paying you to dispatch for him is so they won't have to gamble and look for these loads on the load board. Second is so that they don't have to fill out these carrier packets every single time they want to book a load. So you're gonna have to fill out their carrier packet for them, and you can either copy and paste this depending on what software the broker uses, okay? Some of the broker software saves, some of them, you know, you could just upload it, drag and drop, and some of them you will need to actually go in and fill out every single line that they need you to fill out, because it might be a new broker you never worked with, or just simply they don't have those options to save it, guys, or drag and drop. So you will have to manually input all of the carrier packets information. But after you do that, guys, you will get sent a rate confirmation. Now, on this rate confirmation is everything that your driver needs to know, okay? It's the address, pickup, drop off, and it's how much the rate is gonna be for, okay? It's all the information that they need to know, and all you would do is forward that rate confirmation to your driver. Now they have all the information, they know how much they're getting paid, and if your driver is doing factoring, guys, they will upload that rate confirmation and their BOL to their factoring company. Now the BOL is something that they will get when they are delivering the load, guys. So it's like the receipt of delivery. Once they deliver the load, the shipping company or the receiving company will sign that receipt, guys. They will give them that receipt and they will sign it. And once they do that, sometimes the broker would want to see it on your end, so you would need your driver to send you a picture of the BOL so that the broker can confirm as well that the driver has delivered it. But after that, guys, most of the time you're not going to need to get the BOL from your driver, just if the broker's, you know, untrustworthy of you and they want that extra confirmation. But that's what your driver needs, the BOL and the rate confirmation, so that they can do factoring. Now, as a dispatcher, you don't have to worry about factoring, okay? You get your money at the end of the week, or you can get your money in just 2 business days. So what you want to do, especially for a new carrier that you just signed up to work with you, you want to charge them after just either 1 business day or 2 business days to make sure that that carrier is going to pay. And you might want to do this up to the first 2 weeks and then start billing him weekly once he, you know, develop that trust. But, you know, for the first load that you provide, you want to send that invoice the first day or either the second day after you got him that load, so that they can pay you. Or because if you wait a week on your first load to send an invoice, guys, they might not pay it, and then you will really have to, you know, come after them with legal action, lawyers, and all of this for just a small, you know, $100 or $200, when you could simply eliminate this if you know, send them that invoice after just 2 days, because now you can know if that person is going to be trustworthy after 2 days, after 4 days. If you keep going, you know what I'm saying, they're going to keep paying it. And if they don't, then at least you didn't do a full week working for that carrier. Say you got that carrier 5 loads in that 1 week, he's supposed to pay you $1,000, and he's not going to pay it now because, you know, it's too long, it's too far. Like, he's already made money off of you. He doesn't have to pay you, and now you got to take all this legal action and spend more money on a lawyer. So you just want to make sure you're probably sending these invoices out in just 1 day, guys. Make sure that they're going to pay that money. Send it every 2 days for the next, you know, 1 or 2 weeks, and then send it weekly, okay? So that's one way to make sure you get paid. But if you don't get paid by one of your carriers, that is one of the downsides of this business. You have to take legal action. You might have to hire attorneys or a lawyer and, you know, sue their business, you know, report them to the FMCSA. And one thing about it, guys, these carriers are not gonna really steal your money like that, because that, you know, they have a reputation for themselves too. They just got into this business, they're in this business, and there's reports, guys. If they have reports on their FMCSA authority, if they have reports on their DOT number, on their MC, whatever you want to call it, brokers are not going to want to work with them, because they're going to see those reports when they're looking at their DOT number, guys, because that's the main thing. Your MC and your DOT is all connected. It's all going to follow you. It's like your track record. So that's what you're going to fill out on the carrier packet. And then once you send that carrier package to the broker, they're going to look up that MC and DOT. They're going to make sure that that driver has 3 months minimum of trucking authority time, because a lot of brokers don't want to work with you if you are under 3 months of authority time. And so that's the main thing. And just any negative reports And same thing with brokers, they have reports as well based on payouts, late payouts, and just bad business, guys. So most truckers are gonna want to do good business. They're not gonna want their business reported because they can't get their authority stripped, and their loads are not gonna go their way because they're have negative reports on their authority. So that is the secret tip of the day, guys. You just want to make sure that you are invoicing your clients up to 1 or 2 business days after you deliver that load, and do that for at least the first 2 weeks until you build that trust, until you know that driver is going to pay you, and then you can give them some time and a weekly invoice, and boom. And to get consistent drivers, guys, what you want to do is you want to be a good over negotiator. You want to over negotiate these loads and make it seem, make your driver seem confident that you're going to always get him the best load. So you always want to provide that confidence. You always want to get them the best load, and you want to over negotiate. So let's just say you could even not even have to over negotiate. You could tell the driver that this load is posted for 600, but really it's already posted for 800, and then boom, hey man, I just got this for 800, my boy. Let me get 12% this time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you could just lie and just be like, hey, I just got it for 800, even though it's been 600 the full time. And now they're gonna be like, ooh, I got me a raw dispatcher. This dispatcher is raw. Like, he gets me $200 extra per load. So I'm gonna keep going with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep going with him. He's only charging me 5%. Stuff like that. You want to make sure you stand out. You want to do good business. Don't force dispatch, guys, and always check on your drivers in the morning. Check on their locations and just always check on them, make sure they are good, so that they can feel that family bond, and feel comfortable with you to keep coming back to you and keep paying you that money, man, because that's the end of the goal, getting this money from this driver for dispatching him these loads. So I hope this video helps you guys on how to start a dispatching business, how to be a dispatcher, what's the differences between a trucker and a dispatcher, and how to get started up. If it did, man, go ahead and hit that like button. You already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, because this channel is on the way to 100K, and you don't want to miss out on this. Be a part of the family, and we're gonna achieve greatness together. We're gonna make this money in dispatching, trucking, passive income, crypto, guys, trading, all of that over on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, check out all the videos, and don't forget to hit those links in the description. Talk to me one-on-one in a coaching call, Calendly/KingLatta, man. Don't forget. And I will answer all your questions. I will give you the best information you could ever receive, better than any $100 course you could ever find, guys, right here for the cheapest price that you will find on YouTube. So check that out, man. Don't forget to subscribe. But this is KingLatta, this is Black Investors Group, and we out. Woo!